the wild winds call. Jasper's walking, taking pictures of it all. Boots on the ground, heart in the sky, following the blazes, just a rambling guy. Through the valleys, over the hills, chasing that freedom, feeling the thrill. With every sunrise, he's finding his way, living the dream, one step a day. Trail named Jasper, walking on through, Bruce trail bound with a camera view, hiking the ridges, chasing the light. Like and subscribe.
Leaving camp, day number 5 on the West Highland Way. And why should today be any different? Well, it shouldn't, except it is, because this day we have more rain, if that's even possible. But we do. High winds all night long, heavy rain. Oh my goodness. The camp. There was a total of 8 tents at camp last night. Yeah, 8 tents. Oh, 9. I've just seen a 9th over there, the green one. See how he blends in? Yeah. That's one of the reasons I don't like the color of my tent. But he just blends in so well for stealth camping. Take a look. Just take a look around me. Are you kidding me? And you know what the kicker is today? It's down here. We're doing a mountain climb. Oh shit, yeah. We're going over what's called Conic Hill. Now, it's a challenging climb, although it's not by any means the worst kind of climb you can have. In fact, the last time I did it, I recall thinking it wasn't so bad. But it was a nice sunny day, warm, shorts, t-shirt, decent sweat going on. And you know, it was good. Today it's cold. I got every bit of rain gear on that I own. So, anyhow, welcome. Oh yeah, welcome. Welcome to day 5 on the West Highland Way. Good thing about today is it's a short day. I'm heading over Conic Hill. Conic Hill is way behind me. Sorry, it's called Devil's Staircase. I was calling it Conic Hill. It's called Devil's Staircase. So it's just my brain messing up on me this morning. So we're not going over Conic Hill today. Conic Hill is basically day 1 or 2, depending on how fast you are. This is Devil's Staircase. Okay, there's a confidence marker blaze. Left turn down here. Yeah, saying goodbye to the King's House Resort. Beautiful location. I'm told the two, I think it was a soldiers from Ottawa that told me they checked into it and they wanted 500 Canadian dollars for the night. I mean, it's a nice place, but it's not 500 Canadian dollars for the night. Okay, you know what? Let's just get to hiking, shall we? Hernandez, here's the rubber duck. You got a copy on me, Big Ben, come on. Before we shut the line, we went for broke. With 1,000 screaming trucks and 11 long-haired friends of Jesus in the Sheriff Troops microbuses. A road, a river, a white cottage. The mountain behind that cottage, with the iconic white cottage in the foreground, is the most photographed mountain in Scotland. As a photographer, I know that. However, what escapes me, okay, as an old photographer, what escapes me is the name of the mountain. I know it, and I know it, I just can't think of it. I can't come up with it, I can't spit it out. It's a very famous kind of shot with the cottage in front of it and the grouping of trees. You see those, and as they say, the mountain behind it. Oh my good God, oh my lordy, do you see that? That's blue sky right there. That's a pop of blue sky. Whew. It's funny, all this weather I've been getting, and I felt this before, ever since I arrived in St. Bees. We've had this wind and this rain. Oh sure, we had a couple of days where I didn't get rain, but it could have rained at any minute. But anyhow, I've always felt it was very shallow in depth and thickness. Like it wasn't, what can you call it, like a major system coming through. Because every now and then, you know, you just see this pop of blue. Anyhow, not to worry. So yeah, the cottage, mountain behind them, most famous and most frequently photographed location, mountain location in Scotland. We are arriving at the beginning of the climb of the Devil's Staircase. So we are going up into the soup, up into the shit, shall we say, the poop. More wind, into the cloud. Yes, we are. So I don't think we'll get a lot of views, but we might get some atmospheric views. Oh, what's that? Camping essentials for adventurers. Okay. We might get some more views, I was going to say, some atmospheric views at a little lower level before we reach the summit of the Devil's Staircase. We'll see, I don't know. But anyhow, I'm going to try to show you the cottage again once we, you know, get into our climb, get some elevation going on, see where we're at. Okay, let's just get to it. So just before we reach the start of the Devil's Staircase, we see this little stone building, and in here, it's open. They've got a bench that obviously people have been using. So I think I'm gonna take my pack off for a minute, take a little break right on that bench, and I'll do that before I start the climb. Yeah. It says Stadrier and Donais, the Devil's Staircase. Okay, okay. Well, I guess we're off. There's hikers ahead of me. Actually, that's the Canadian guys from Ottawa, military. So I'm not going to try to keep up with them. Let's go. Climbing the Devil's Staircase, trail behind me So you don't see much of Scotland's most photographed mountain with White Cottage, the winding road, the river. You just don't see much of that. Uh-oh, take a look. Dropping my gears, rain mitt. I'll make sure I don't lose that, or anything else for that matter. Trail just got a little easier for a bit, so I thought I would capture some footage. Very much in the soup, although not too bad yet. Not too bad yet. Ways to go, but we've already done a ways to. So you know what? I think we're doing fine. Okay. And just like that, poof, the magic of television, the magic of YouTube. We are at the summit and the famous two cairns, 1 and 2, in the cloud, but not as bad as we could be. We have a Trek bar. It's a protein flapjack, smooth lemon. 9 grams of protein. Taking a break at a bridge. Here's my bridge. Rapid running creek. Nice tree for a little shelter. Although the wind, whatever reason, the wind just backed right off. I noticed that coming up the climb. The wind had just backed off. I expected it to be howling and nasty, but it was not. So far, day 5 goes great. Don't have that much further to go, really, and it's still early on the morning, so it's going to be a nice, relaxing day. Would be nice if the sun came out, but of course, that won't happen. Well, not according to the weatherman. Okay, I'm going to enjoy my Trek bar. I believe this is a water hydro facility. Big building right there. Welcome to Kinlochleven. We're just starting to enter the outskirts of the community. Just start to see some of the homes through the trees there. Passed a couple of southbound hikers this morning, and I just got passed with a northbound young lady hiker from Holland. Okay, we'll continue into Kinlochleven. So, we're arriving at the Blackwater Hostel here in Kinlochleven. I have no idea. I doubt whether the office will be open at this time. I really don't know. But we'll see. We'll very much see. So, here's the thing. We are in, as you know, Kinlochleven. I have a spot for tonight. It's early. I don't think it's noon yet. And we can't actually check in till 3 o'clock. So, I sat down at the back and had a coffee. It's sheltered back there. Chilly today. And I did my planning, and I got all most of my bookings done. I've got my 2 nights at the hostel in Inverness booked. I've got my train on the 25th from Inverness to Glasgow booked. So leaving, today's Monday, finishing this hike tomorrow, then spending 2 nights in Fort William, taking a 0, leaving Thursday, a 5-day steady hike to Inverness. Works out well, or at least I think it does. Hi. But we'll see. We'll see.
No problem. What can I get you then?
Yeah. There's an awful lot of hikers in this pub.
No.
Crazy. Okay. Okay, sorry about that. I just wanted to show you all those backpacks in that pub because all hikers in there on this rainy day. All hikers waiting for the hostels to open up again at 3. When a hostel cleans out all the hikers that were there the night before, then it's a big cleanup. You know, get the bunks and the washrooms and the shower houses and everything all cleaned, and they give themselves a certain amount of time to do that. Well, in this particular case, this hostel gives 3 o'clock. We'll be open again at 3 to start registration and, you know, issuing bunks and campsites and tenting spots and everything else. So everybody's just hanging out, and not everybody's staying here tonight. Some people are just having a meal and then carrying on. We could have pushed hard today, and we could have actually finished this hike today. A little over 15 miles to go. But I wanted to do it tomorrow. It works in with the schedule that I'm creating for myself as I go, based on what I've yet to do or wish to do, and also based on looking after my hip and the flight date, the date that I return back to Toronto. So I just enjoyed, because I was for some reason really hungry, so I just enjoyed fish and chips and a coffee in that pub. So that was a luxury. But anyhow, it was good. Lots of slack packers, lots of day hikers, and all doing the Great Glen Way. But what they're doing is baggage transfer. So every night they're staying in a B&B or a pub, Airbnb, this kind of thing, and companies transfer their baggage to those places. It's huge here. Some people could be staying at this hostel in one of the huts, for instance. They have a baggage hut here where these companies put the baggage and the people pick their suitcases up. So it's really quite interesting how all that works. It's huge business, huge industry. I'd say 75% or more of the people hiking this trail are slack packing. The other, say 20-25% are like me, that's carrying their tent and pretty much everything they own on their back. By that I mean their food, their cook stoves, and, you know, water filtration and sleeping pads and all those things. Anyhow, won't be too long before the hostel will start to open up again, so that'll be good. Okay. Right now, it's not raining. And in my tent it's quite warm. There is a bit of brightness, which warms up the tent if you keep it all the vestibules closed. Got a few bars and some hot chocolate, because I need those. And I've got a quiche for dinner that's already cooked. I just have to microwave it, and a yogurt with granola. That'll be nice. Yeah, so tomorrow we'll be leaving Kinloch Lane in the morning, heading to Fort William. This hike, West Highland Way, will at that point be done. Trying everything, everything's just soaked. But we're doing okay. Better days ahead, better weather ahead. So, yep, I'm looking forward to putting this puppy to bed. That'll be 2 out of the 3. Planning on starting the West Island, get these names right, the Great Glen Way on Thursday morning. Today is Monday. Finishing this hike Tuesday. 0 Wednesday. Great Glen Way Thursday. That's the plan. Okay, today was just 8.8 miles, I think. 8.8 or 8.9 miles, so it was a nice short day today. I had a fish and chip lunch in the pub. I shouldn't have, but I spoiled myself. Spent the money and splurged. Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. Anyhow, I'm going to wrap it up there. It's about 5 o'clock now. I'll be having my dinner soon and just relaxing a little bit. I got to finish off setting up my bunk, but I was letting everything dry out a little bit first. So yeah, with all the rain, all the wind, craziness. But right now, it's brightening right up, and I'm just delighted as that's happening. Just delighted. And I hope it continues to brighten up. Although one gentleman said he just booked in here for 2 days because it's going to be heavy rain for 2 days. So, and he's like a local Scottish hiker, so he probably knows. Well, Fort William tomorrow. Big climb out of here tomorrow. I think it's around 1,100 feet of climb elevation gain, right out of the gate, basically. So we're going to get that done first thing in the morning. Speaking of first thing in the morning, we'll talk to you then. Good night.